You know AO got the sauce.
Welcome to the Bumpy Heads Podcast. I am your chesty bestie, Persephanii, and I'm joined with my nearest and dearest. Say hello to the fam. Dion DC Curry.
What's up, y'all?
Kenny Jones.
The deal.
And Martini Bellini.
What's up, y'all?
So let me get straight to it. Dion, what you
Yes.
got for us?
What do I have for you?
Yeah, what you got for us?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, race pride.
Okay.
Race pride. Who has it the most, and is it healthy?
Who has?
That's what I want to know. Who has it the most, and is it healthy?
Well, what is it?
Well, what is what?
What
is race pride? Race pride is being, well, it's actually is going to depend on the person. But for me, it's a slippery slope. Like, I don't necessarily know if I have pride or I can be proud to be black. For the simple fact, I didn't choose black. Black chose me. You know. So
You know what?
no, I'm serious.
No, I
like
got you.
I'm dead ass. Like, you know, I wasn't in my mama womb going, let me see the race pamphlet, which one I want to be. Like, that's just who I
A
am.
race pamphlet.
Right?
Not you scrolling through the races, about to pick a race. Like,
No,
nah,
I'm dead ass. But seriously, so I'm like, so can I actually be proud to be black? Now, am I happy that I'm black? Absolutely. I'm happy that I'm black. Would I want to go back and be anything else? No, I wouldn't. If I had the choice again, I would do it again. I do think though that, you know, the older generation, they probably had more of a reason to say the black pride, or they proud to be black.
It was a necessity.
It was absolutely, it was a necessity. Like the what they had to go through, the oppression they had to go through, and to be black and to get out of that
right?
400 years of slavery, whatnot.
Yeah, required.
So there was a thing to be prideful for. So I think maybe somebody in my generation, I can like maybe take the pride part because of what they went through, and now how it's passed on to me because of their struggle. Now I'm here. So,
Right.
you know, like, I'm happy that they went through that and
Yeah.
you know, being the underdog. So that's just my take. Yeah.
Race pride. Who you said who has it the most? Well, when I think about it, automatically I go to black pride, black power. I think Mexicans have it a lot,
Okay.
and Polynesian people as well. When I think of pride, like race pride, those are the first things that kind of come to my mind. Is it healthy? To a certain extent, I think as long as you're not shoving it down everybody's fucking throat all damn day, then yeah. But you should be proud whether you get to choose it or not. I mean, nigga, you 6'4". I think you're proud to be 6'4". Like, so yeah, you should be proud of who you are and in your existence in this fucking shitty place we call Earth.
For real. For real.
Absolutely. Yeah, I definitely believe it exists, of course, and I think that it's a dope thing. I think it's a great thing when I see people proud of their culture, or just really in tune with their culture. I think that's dope. Now, like you said, Kenny, shoving it down people's throats. Like, you have like brown pride with Mexicans, and you have black pride with black folks, but then you get to other races and you have things like the KKK and stuff like that. And that's when it gets tricky. I feel like that's when it's no longer, you know, it's not a positive thing anymore. So that's my take on it. As far as who has it the most, I would say, yeah, and I'm half. Mexicans do have a lot of pride in their race. So I don't think that I've carried it as far as like being proud to be half Mexican. But as far as being like a prideful person in life, I do feel like I have like, and that's probably studied my growth in. Give me a break. Y'all funny, but yeah, working on the pride for sure. But yes, definitely exists. Definitely is a positive thing as long as, like you said, Kenny, you're not shoving it down folks' throats. Just be proud of who you are and be cool, you know? So that's my take on it.
As far as who has it the most, I definitely think Black people have it the most. I think we kind of go around like shouting it out to the mountaintops because of our ancestors, what they had to go through, and kind of coined the term Black Power, Black Pride, you know, way back then. I think white pride is a response to Black pride and rooted in white supremacy. So I think that's why we don't really hear, I don't want to say normal white people, going around saying white pride because they already know what it's rooted in. The only people we really see say, you know, white power, white pride are usually white supremacists,
The ones
which
who don't like us,
yeah,
right.
is kind of rooted in negativity, and we're superior and nobody else really matters. Everyone else is beneath us. That type of
And nobody else is like that.
right. So
Like we're not running around here saying like white, you know.
Right.
Anyway.
And I know like these, you know, words get jumbled around a lot, but is it more so of a ethnicity thing than like a race thing? Because even like with white people, we're talking about white people. Italians have a lot of pride. Okay. Irish people have a lot of pride. Yeah. Polish people, like we can go on and on and on. Right. So is it more so fit in with like a ethnicity or culture thing than specifically like race?
Shit.
I'll say white Americans.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Because you don't really hear that. Well, when I've gone to other countries, I've never really heard anybody talking like that. You know.
Yeah. They have that kind of hate in their heart. It's just different.
Like even in the jail system, you know, they're like,
well, yeah, that's
yeah.
That's a completely different mindset.
You talking
though.
about a
We
whole
don't-
other type of
But is it really?
Mad
I
folks
mean,
is mad.
they were out before they went to jail, so it's like, yeah, there's
but
a culture there.
Right,
It's-
but we know that's kind of born out of necessity, I guess, as well. But yeah, you go in jail, you're gonna have to,
And you don't
align
have
with
very
somebody
many
for
options.
protection, though.
Yeah, you don't have very many options. It's like you're gonna be with the white supremacists if you're white. You're gonna be, you know, it's not an Italian
Yeah, I feel like
club
that's,
over there.
I feel like that's different.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little different, but I feel like the mindset is the same with white pride on the outs and in jail. I feel like it's the same thing. Now, Black pride, it might be a little different in there than out in the streets. I feel like Black pride was a thing for survival. You know, I don't know much about brown pride, except I've just heard. You know, I know that it's with Mexicans. Outside of that, I don't really know too much about brown pride, except it exists, you know? But I've never heard anything negative associated with brown pride. So to hear you guys talk about, you know, it's a positive thing is great because that's all I've seen from brown pride. Now, I've never really heard Asian pride or anything like that.
They just not as boisterous.
Oh, I've never heard the term, so I don't know.
Well,
Look,
I think the Asian struggles have just really kind of been brought to light in the last like couple of years, honestly. So that's why we haven't really heard a lot about it.
But the fact that it
it's
has
not-
to come from a struggle is what's unfortunate. You know, we've heard "Stop Asian Hate." You know, that's kind of been the coined term for Asian, but I've never heard them have to, you know, come out and be like Asian pride.
Yeah.
You know, so
And you know, I've seen Filipinos be pretty prideful in that. Huh?
Pinoy pride.
Pinoy.
Yeah, I've seen them be. Yeah, I like them.
I'm down for everybody being prideful and
There you go.
who they are.
I feel like you
As
should
long as-
definitely
Yeah.
be proud of where you're from. Like,
Yeah.
wherever that might
But-
be, like, rep that. Be
but
that.
just don't act like
You're better.
like you chose it. You know, I think that's the thing for me. I don't like when people act like they chose it and that's what makes it better or them better than somebody else. When it's like,
Yeah.
nah, it's a
Question. So
it's a toss up.
if you are, say you're white, you're born to racist parents or KKK parents or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Are you allowed to be proud of who you are?
Well, I mean, shit, I don't think they have a choice.
It's unfortunate because that's what they were taught. So
Right.
it's like, then I guess technically we shouldn't be mad at, because everybody, if that's how you're brought up.
We just
I say that all
said
the time, Mark.
Yeah.
everybody should be proud of who they are or where they're from. Blah blah blah. Should they?
But I mean,
No.
in that sense, but we already said the hate part is not what we condone. Like,
Okay, what
your,
if
your
they're-
pride and
what
it
if
equals hate towards somebody else.
Okay, right. But everyone who is born or has family members who are racist, they're not racist themselves. Like,
Right.
Yeah.
So someone who doesn't align ideologically with where they're from, then what are they to be proud of? Like,
Their
Whatever
independence.
they
Their independent
Whatever they go out
thinking. The
there
fact
and
that
find and
look, they can be prideful at the fact that they don't, succumb to their
Yes.
parents'
right.
mindset, because I have started to see a lot of the Gen Z, I would say, like really going against their racist parents, and it's really lovely to see.
as they should. There's too much information out there.
And then you look at the marches for George Floyd. That's
How
they were
diverse
marching
they were.
around
Yeah.
the world, and
like
it's like
something
the
you've
biggest
never
march that's ever been in our history.
Yeah.
So for a black man, so I feel like we're coming around, and I feel like they're kind of now there still exists, because we are still constantly seeing like stuff in these like high schools and stuff where they're targeting certain people at school, or doing blackface, or all this other stuff. But I feel like they're coming around to it. Maybe in the next 4 generations, maybe it'll be to where it's a melting pot. Because if you look at, there are certain studies that suggest, in the next 30, 40, 50 years, everybody's going to look the same. Like, it's going to be a melting pot of
Brown people.
of mixed race folks.
right.
So,
Right.
Imagine.
So will race pride be gone? Pretty much.
Yeah, then it'll be culture pride next.
It'll be something else.
it'll be something.
Humans are
Yeah,
going to
be
find a way to
culture pride
differentiate
next.
themselves
Yeah.
and go at odds
Yeah,
with each other. It's the
absolutely.
beginning of time.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll all look the same, but different
It's in
tribes.
us. It's in us.
People have asked, like, in the comments and stuff like that, like, how come you guys don't have any white guests or white hosts?
Okay.
And so I
didn't know
think
they
that's
asked that.
something. Yeah, I think that's something that we could actually do. Maybe bring.
I gotta
someone
think
from
of who
another
I
race
know.
on the show.
I gotta think about who-
I'm here for it.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
I'm down.
Let's do it.
I had actually told him, one of my homegirls, Mexican, she doing her thing. Dope. She's acting. I think she'll be fire to have on. And we need more women guests too.
Yeah.
Anyway.
for sure. We've only had one, right? Just Gigi.
Yeah.
Yeah, just Gigi.
Shout out Gigi.
Shout out to JJ.
Girl.
What we got next on the list? DC Jokester.
It's crazy how you say my name like that.
She went heavy on the
Like,
jokester.
yo,
I heard
like,
it.
Yeah, don't do that no more.
Wait. Hold up. Back to the race
that
pride
no
thing. And I want to address the N word because
Oh yeah. Talk about it. Talk
we-
about it.
we get flack for, or we've gotten flack for it from people in our comments or whatever for saying nigga a lot or whatever. I want to know y'all thoughts on that. something that's in our,
What's
you
your
know.
question? What do you?
What are your thoughts on the N-word? Do you feel bad about us getting flack for it? You think we should use it more? We think we should use it less? We shouldn't use it at all? Do other people have a right to say what
No.
we do with the N-word?
No, they don't.
Hey, do we use it a lot? I'm asking for
We
myself.
use it
I
more
didn't
than we
even
think.
notice.
We
To
use
be
it more than we
honest.
think, for sure.
Yeah.
We
use
do?
it more than we think. Yes, we do.
Damn.
Dang.
So
All
we that
for- all-
comfortable
It's
with
just
the
All
I'm
four of
so
us.
unconscious.
Oh, I'm very
like,
comfortable with it.
All four.
Yeah.
It really is.
I'm very comfortable with it. I have found myself trying to reduce the amount
Yeah.
that I use it. So I've caught myself after the first episode. I did catch myself, like, you know, a couple people talked to me about it, and I was like, you know what? I'll save that for the homies, you know, off camera. And so I tried to like lower it, because then I recognize that not everybody can. Sometimes I want people to hear what I'm saying.
Yes.
And sometimes they'll find anything to not listen, right? But if it's something that I can like minimize a little bit, and something that I've wanted to minimize a little bit anyway, then I'm okay with doing that. Now, I don't feel bad within myself for using it. No. And you know, it's something that I grew up using, and the people that I've been around, we all use it. But we are also the same culture,
Right.
race. So,
Yes.
you know, it's just something in the I feel like people that be like, oh, I don't use the N-word. It's like, there's a certain type of personality attached to that.
Oh,
Yes.
God.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I be like, I just put the drink in.
I don't
Put the alcohol
know. It's
away.
just-
We're not partying. No. No.
That shit was regular lingo
Yeah.
where I grew
Oh yeah.
up.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
So it popping off had nothing but just like saying any other word in the English language
Right.
for me. And I didn't look at it as bad or shit. You know, they say that we ignorant now. I've heard that.
What the
Using
word
the word nigga, yeah, like you're ignorant.
Implies
because
that you're
can't-
ignorant?
Yeah, you can't find nothing else to say type shit.
that's
What people do have to understand is like, this ain't fake.
Yeah, I know.
Right.
This
They-
not fake.
Yeah.
And I really know and love these people. So you're getting our most authentic selves. So this is a part of our vernacular. Yes, it is.
Yes.
Now,
Right.
anyone outside of the culture, I don't want their opinion on it at all. You fucking with it with what we're doing, or you're not.
But the
I fuck with that.
Now, could we lessen our use of it? Yes, just the frivolously throwing it out there all the time. Yeah.
yeah.
But see, that's what I'm saying.
Man,
I didn't
I
think we used it like that.
Well, there were
I didn't
parts.
hear it like
nah,
that.
there were parts I watched and I'm like,
Well, when we was heated, or
Or just
just
talking
in
shit,
regular
whatever,
conversation, really? Okay.
Because it's natural. It flows
is.
naturally.
I am
So
unaware.
you're not gonna be aware of it when you're doing it if it flows naturally. You
I'm
know?
unaware. But
It's
but you
not
know,
like we're writing out a script saying
but this is what's crazy though.
got that.
But this is what's crazy. I
Nigga.
do know when I recognize it. I do know when it is excessive. You know, like I know excessive use of the word, and I but when we do it, I don't really feel that way. But shit, maybe I'm being biased. My
Yeah.
bad.
I think we definitely all have the same opinion about it. I don't feel bad about it. I once it's, and as far as other races using it, I feel like y'all don't really know how to use it in the right context, or
oh God.
so just
No, it's not about using it in the right context. They shouldn't use it at all.
yeah, it just don't feel right. Anytime I've had a friend just be like, you know, I'm like,
I mean, I think we also have a responsibility as well too, though. Like I don't just have black friends,
Right.
so
Right.
I think it's irresponsible of me to go around my white friends or my Asian friends or whatever and just
And not correct
saying
them.
it all the time.
Right.
yeah. Oh,
If they
I
can't
see.
respond
And then you're gonna
back
be
and-
upset with them
Yeah.
for saying it, but you made it comfortable for them. Like you have to set those boundaries.
That definitely, that's good.
That's
That
a
makes
good
a lot
point.
of sense.
What about in songs? If
You
you're
know,
if you're
I
with
See,
them,
that's
in-
what I was
in
about to
songs.
say.
That's been a
How do you
constant
feel about
like.
it in your music, Kenny?
So I've tried to use it less. I mean, I'm not rapping as much anymore, so it's been easier to not use it.
Okay.
To be completely honest.
Yeah.
when you talking about love, I'm not gonna be saying nigga like all the time.
Nigga, you about to get
all the
this.
time.
No, he's like, I want to hear it.
But
You sing anything, it don't sound too bad though. I bet you if he sang nigga, it wouldn't sound as bad as him rapping it. Facts.
I'm not. Nah, I would
Yeah.
stay away from it. But
So, nigga. No, okay, sorry you guys. I'm gonna use it less. See, I was about to play around with it and say about 50 of them. Drop
look at
them
you.
on you.
Hey,
and the music,
Bad.
and maybe listen. These are just my opinions. I could be wrong. I could be right. Whatever, it's subjective. Whatever you feel.
It's opinion.
When you're inserting yourself in someone else's culture, you have a responsibility to respect that culture.
Okay.
So if we had a concert and I'm with my white friend and it's a whole bunch of N-words in the song, do I want you blurting it out? I'm going to feel uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I'm going to feel uncomfortable. I can't help it. I can't explain
Yes.
to you why.
Yeah.
I'm going to feel uncomfortable.
Yeah.
So as a guest in our culture, be respectful of my uncomfortability.
There we go.
Because
love
it's even
that.
more uncomfortable if I have to address you about it.
Right.
Yeah, now you putting me in a position.
So if you make
Like-
me uncomfortable, I'm going to have to make you uncomfortable. And we don't want to be uncomfortable around each other.
Right. Now, do we know?
No, we
But
don't want
I
that.
just wanted us to understand more that YouTube is a platform for the world.
Yeah.
Yes.
And we are responsible for everything we say, especially
Right.
even if it's just the N-word to us is nothing. No.
Amazing.
Yeah.
You brought that to my attention.
And that's why I've tried to like lower it because I want to like,
Yeah.
you know, I want people to receive
Yes.
Yeah.
what I'm saying. And I know sometimes if
It's less
Maybe I'm
palatable.
not making
Yeah.
it
It's less
very
palatable, for sure.
there
but
we
I
go.
know
It's
when
not
I'm just
relatable
talking
or
amongst you guys, like it's
Off
Yeah.
top.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
pow, pow.
now the
Like,
millennials, the Ryan,
Zillennials.
they don't care if their white friends, Mexican friends use it. Hey, y'all noticed that?
I think we care about it more, and we're the reason that they stop
No, no,
You
no,
the
no,
reason.
no, 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 no,
I don't know about that.
no,
No,
No.
I believe that when I was in
not
high
the
No.
majority,
everybody,
No.
not the majority.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. I'm seeing a lot of different things going on. I don't
Man.
They dribbling it back and forth. I'm telling you, I see a lot of non-black people use the word in front of their black friends.
Really?
And it's, yeah.
I haven't seen that
The
at all.
young,
And
like
I'll
the
be-
younger ones, like
But
I'm
we
saying,
don't really
though.
be around.
It's the younger ones.
We're not really
It's the
around
younger
a lot of
ones.
young
It's the younger
folks
ones.
like that, though, Steph.
The younger one.
We're not really around a lot of young folks like that.
Yeah, I be
The
looking on
millennials.
TikTok.
I don't know,
though.
bro. I
I got
feel
to
like-
Well,
see
one
it.
I don't
millennial,
know,
and
bro.
that's you.
I don't know, bro. I feel like in the last couple of years, there's been just a lot more light shined on our struggles and everything. I think there's been more attention to other people saying it, especially. I don't know. Nah,
As
I
far
might
as
disagree
adopting
with that,
our
bro.
culture, absolutely. Like, I feel like a lot of other races feel cool about doing things that are from our culture. But as far as like the word nigga, I don't know if I just hear, people around me that are other races saying it very often, is what I'm saying.
I hate that it has to even be a conversation because sometimes it's like, I feel like sometimes they just want to say it that bad. I just want to say it. I just want to say it, and it's like,
It's a fad like everything
We-
else.
Yeah.
So
just don't. I don't know. Just
Um,
don't.
I
It's not, your black friends, it's a thing. So just don't do it. I mean, it's a word that you can choose not to use because it's not like you grew up
Right.
with it and
It's not
it's
embedded in your life.
innately embedded in who you are as a person. Growing up, shoot, maybe our family members start calling us that, at 5, like it gets thrown
telling
around,
What?
it's like
I-
bro now.
Now I don't know in what context in a white household that word would
was
be used
you-
around
All your life, right?
Yeah.
when you're 5 years
So
old
you
and on. So, but then they say, "Oh, well, I grew up around a lot of black friends who use the word," and it's like, then it's like, do you hold those black people accountable for making it comfortable for their friends to use, because now they're
I
out
think
in the
that-
world.
Yeah, I think
It's
there's
like, hey, you set me up. That's what they should be saying to their friends.
I
Like, you
set
set
me
me
up.
up. Like, you know, imagine they become celebrities.
Right.
You know, how many of these white celebrities have gotten like,
in trouble.
serious flack for it. But they're like, but this is what I grew up around. These are the people. What about white people that grew up in Inglewood, Compton, Watts, you know, Willowbrook?
I don't know what
You know?
I mean. White people in Compton.
But they're there. They're definitely there. But I'm saying, like, it's not just all black and Mexican.
I tell you that
It
percentage is extremely low.
I mean, but I can
percentage
tell
I'm
you.
talking about?
Nah, that might be everybody.
I mean, I went to high school out there, and it was they were there, like, so it's like they grew up around that. Are they okay? It's like if you're around it and it's acceptable within your environment, I guess they would have to know, like, okay, read the room,
Right.
type situation. Like, just because you used it around them doesn't mean that you can just go out into the world and be like,
Right.
well, all these other people, because you know it's going to make other people feel comfortable because it's too much of a conversation for you not to know.
I feel like they should know. And
I do too.
shout out to my homegirls that is not black. They always have known. Even like specifically one of my friends from high school. She's Mexican. Her name's Christy. Oh, I ain't supposed to name drop, but what's up, girl? She like explained it to me. Like she was just like, I don't like feel like I should be saying that, you know? And I'm like, thank you. You're right. Like you don't feel that. She's like, I feel like, you know, like that's your guys' thing. Like I don't need to be saying it, and I don't condone it. Like I don't think that, you know.
And that's why I was saying earlier, I think the younger ones are using it more because I think it's a generation thing too. Back
Ryan
when you
hates
said,
that you think
I
that.
know she does. But you and your friend a little older, so your friend would understand the struggle and where
she
that
just
word
knew
first
right
came
away,
from.
and it made me
The
so
younger
comfortable.
ones-
I was just like, yeah, that's dope that you get it.
Yeah. But the younger generation, they don't really know what the word came from. Like you said, it's being thrown out there so much. It's a fad now. Back on the struggle though, for real. The justice system. Will it ever be fair?
Not the current one we have.
Yeah.
Not
They're just now
the-
passing laws about hair, and like we're far, like not being able to discriminate off of hair. Like, so if that's where,
okay.
I mean, the governor of California at least just signed a law that will put funding towards more low income family mothers to help fight against black mothers dying at alarming rates within the first year of having babies. So, I mean, that's good.
Okay. That is that's good.
But I feel like maybe within like law enforcement, there's a long way to go.
Will the
I
justice
don't-
system ever be fair? I mean, shit. What is fair?
And see, that's what I'm glad you asked, because I meant from a economical standpoint and a racial standpoint.
Who fair economic?
When they fix all them weed charges, then let me know.
Oh my God.
So you small all the dudes that's in jail right now for weed, and now it's being sold out here in these streets like hotcakes. Absolutely.
Maybe once the generations get kind of flushed out.
We won't see it.
from, yeah.
What y'all talking about, like the
That's what I'm
Supreme
saying.
Court and shit like that?
Yeah, once they start leaving,
They just gonna re-up though. That's what they do. They
well,
just re-up.
yeah, but it's only gonna last so long. It's only gonna last
You think
so
so?
long with the way the country is moving. Once they start getting flushed out, I think after a while.
I mean, well, look, we just talked about all the interracial and how everyone's going to look in 30, 40 years. I mean, eventually we should have a system more representative of everyone.
Yeah.
Like I would hope that that's where it's going. We see a lot more people of color in seats now. It still ain't a lot, but
Right.
it's more than it was.
Right.
So,
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
Like,
So will it ever be fair? Close to fair. What's fair? I mean, that's
I think
also
we'll make plenty
like
of
the
progress,
better
we won't see
but
it
I
though.
don't
What you
it's gonna
think?
be
What you're
fair.
thinking of? I know what you're thinking of as far as fairness. No, we won't see it.
We won't see that.
Nah.
Damn.
Oh yeah, we gonna be ready to check out because you said you don't want to live old age anyway.
I don't.
So
That's ridiculous.
dang.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
I
that's
thought I was the
another
only one that-
topic. I don't want to get old either. Like that.
I thought I was the only one that felt that way.
Nah.
Yeah.
I want to get old. I'm young.
I just don't. I'm just like
No.
I can still
One of them
move.
big booty
Yes.
grannies.
Yeah.
But
Like,
an old crippled person.
quality
no.
of life. Yeah.
don't wanna do
Yeah.
that.
That's why.
No.
do
Yeah. When I'm like, I think I've
my
told a few
grandma
of my friends.
90s.
When I'm
Especially
40,
not
still
rich.
using the computer.
when I'm 40, I'm gonna stop eating red meat. I'm gonna stop eating a lot of things very soon. Because
She said, when I'm 40, I'm going to stop eating
I know.
red meat.
I need a little more time.
You got a long
I need a little
time
more
and shit.
time. But I'm just saying, like, when I get a little older, I definitely feel
You
like
ain't even 30 yet. You like
when
I'm
I get older.
gonna fuck my body
Right,
up for and then I'm gonna do
No,
it.
I eat well now, but I'm
exactly
aware
what-
that I'm gonna have to like. There's certain things like dairy and red meat that I will be excluding from my diet when I get a little older because I do not want to be running
Milk.
around here with a bunch of problems when I'm.
Cheese,
Why not just do it now?
everything good.
I do good.
Get prepared now.
I do good now. I do better than a lot of these motherfuckers. Shit, I'm
All right, back to the lecture at hand.
as far as what I'm eating.
Will the justice
Martini, did you go or were you?
It's not going to be fair anytime soon. That's my answer.
It's not gonna be fair anytime soon.
No, it's not.
Racially, will it ever be fair?
No, because I feel like it's so deeply embedded into the system. I don't feel like
Hey, we was talking about that George Floyd
Will ever
shit.
be.
Like white people think we make that shit up in our minds.
That's
That
why
is
it's gonna
unfair.
Take a while.
That's what I'm saying. So how do we get past that part?
exactly how do we make them unlearn like what they've
they
learned
swear
in
we-
history, how do we make people unlearn that? And these are the people we got old ass people.
They swear we exaggerate everything.
I don't
is-
go for that. I think
comply,
they know.
comply.
I feel like they know. I feel like they
Yeah, but
know,
it's just
and
like-
it's like
What are you gonna
putting
do?
on
Step down? Like what they gonna do? Step down? Like from there? You know? Like
I feel like it's
we-
like putting on, oh, I didn't know. Like when these companies use, racist
Oh, H&M.
marketing. Yeah, when they use like
Gucci.
racist marketing and then come out, oh, we didn't realize that this, it would cause this. Yes, you knew.
when you researched about that style or whatever the case, like for instance with Gucci with the blackface, like it's like, come on, where did you get that? If you don't know what it is, where did you get that design from then? You know what I'm saying? Like come on.
I don't know. I can't assume that people be knowing shit.
They
I can't
do, 'cause
assume that
it's
people
everywhere.
are as aware as I am about stuff. Because
Okay.
some
Is-
people are just out here so privileged that you just floating in your privilege.
In they bubble, huh?
Yes, but they still see. And if they say that they don't, they're capping.
Yeah, but
Not all of them.
perception
I'm not
is
saying
reality.
that they
They
understand.
They
They
really be
see
in a
it, but they
bubble.
don't see it. The
Nah.
lens is different.
I'm not saying that they understand from our perspective.
Never.
But they absolutely know what's going on. And if they can really convince people to think that they don't know what's going on in the state of America, where it's everywhere, and they have to teach their children as their children are growing.
And this is still an ongoing issue. Yeah, this is still a.
They teaching their kids what?
DC, why you get so heavy today, big dog? You know what I'm saying? What you-
Yeah, he
Because,
really
man,
came with the question.
I wanted to know. These are some things. I mean, I'm older than y'all niggas, so I mean, brothers and sisters.
But I want to go back to that.
Happy birthday,
I want to
It
go back
almost
to that. If you guys think they don't see, what are they teaching their kids?
Wait, say that again.
If they don't see what's really going on in America, what are they teaching their kids?
You saying from their lens of being
Yeah.
oblivious to what's going on? Well, I mean, I guess that could be one way to look at it. Like, yeah, but when they send their kids out into the world, I mean, like
The world
Ryan
teaches
said,
them.
yeah, they're supposed to be becoming more aware.
That's what I'm
So-
saying.
I
That's
feel
what I'm
you,
saying.
but
Like
as-
as they get older, they're put into the environment. They're interacting with people. They watch TV. They see social media. Like it's everywhere. It's literally everywhere. And if you don't see it, I don't understand how someone can say, "Well, I didn't know that existed." But in the state of America, can you really say that now?
Yeah. No, I don't think so.
Right, but the state of how long is it we've been in this state?
Well, I think social media plays a huge, powerful role in
How long have we been in this
Enlightening.
state that we've been in as far as everyone being
With the-
enlightened that you feel?
Oh my God.
Well, we dating back 2 years when
Like
when
2
it all
years?
started.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Year and a half,
2 years.
I think a lot of that has to do with us taking responsibility and waking motherfuckers up.
Okay.
So, like last week, and you ain't gonna wake a 90-year-old up, but I think we should have definitely fucking said something. It's little shit like that that we can't let slide.
Oh, you talking about the dog?
Yes.
oh
It start with little shit like that.
That's okay.
Yeah.
So basically last
Let's
week we
see,
were
yeah.
out to eat, us four, we were having a meeting and this is we were literally just talking about this happening. Like like a white person will come up and you got your dog and they'll talk to your dog, won't say shit to you and keep going. So we're literally sitting on the outside. Don't fucking do that. Don't talk to my dog and don't say shit to me. I'm the owner. God damn it. But we're literally on the sidewalk talking, and then these two old white men, they were very, very, very old. They came,
Ooh, I mean, oh.
they started talking to the dog. Carson was messing with them. What did they say?
they said, "Are you feeding the dog marijuana?"
Oh, he's so cute. What are you feeding him? Marijuana?
And
Yeah,
We had no signs of marijuana.
Like, then-
it was breakfast and coffee on the table.
now, I don't know, maybe I'm
Why would we
overreacting,
be
but I just feel like acknowledge me.
I said, "No, the dog has a very good diet."
So for the people that wasn't there, it was definitely the tone.
Feeding the dog marijuana? What?
I know, relax.
She getting mad all over
When would you
again.
ever
Listen,
say that to somebody, bro? Ever.
Yeah, no, that was tough.
I wasn't
that was
expecting
tough.
you to
That was
bring
tough.
that up. That's funny. No, he's
But it was definitely the tone of the way they talked to the dog. Like you really would have thought
it was
that
like we were not
dog was
there.
owning
nobody
us.
was
The
there.
dog was owning us.
Like it was really like that.
Oh, what are they feeding?
And you couldn't miss us. You know what I'm saying? So it was really like that. And then it was just more conversation with Carson.
Yeah,
as
you're
if
not. You. They didn't even
We
address
did
us
not
at all,
exist.
say hello.
And when I tell you, like,
nothing.
I wouldn't even triple some shit like that, especially an old ass man like they were. It was, you just let old people be old. Like, nigga, he lucky he probably on. That's another. But the way that they fucking did it, Maze, it was disrespectful. It was disrespectful.
Yeah, it was. We had to woosah.
We were definitely
We had to
beneath
woosah
them
after that.
in that-
Especially because we were just talking about it.
in that moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had just
We were
told a
beneath
story
that.
about it at the beach.
Right.
And
So-
I was sitting with he had to have been 90 when I said he was 90. He was like, "Oh, you think I'm that old?" And I said, "Yeah, you look that old." But I think if he wasn't 90, he was 89. Anyway, we were at the beach having a little conversation. Carson was with me, people coming by, and I told him, I was like, "Watch, some people are gonna come up, and they're gonna pay attention to the dog and not say a word to me." And he was like, no. And it happened like maybe less than 5 minutes later, these two white ladies came up and, "Oh my God, the dog." Oh. And so I looked at him and he looked back at me. He's like, "She's going to say something." I'm like, "No." So they walked by and he's like, he's like, "We're not all like that." And I'm just like, I mean, like,
All right.
it's like, I mean,
okay.
it's just, that is an oblivious thing
Yes.
I don't know. I don't know what that.
Maybe we're waking them up with this one. Maybe they don't know that they do that.
And that it bothers us.
Yeah. maybe
Talk to me.
talk. You know, yeah.
Say hi. Just my dog.
I don't know. I've never done that. Just been like, oh my God, you're so cute. It's like there's a leash.
Yeah.
A
You
whole
should-
ass, and your dog's small as shit. Like,
Yeah.
it's literally 600 pounds of people in 10-pound dog, and you
Now,
know,
I'll admit I do interact with the dog first. Be like, oh my God, he's so cute. And I'll tell him like, oh, your dog's really cute. Like, like I'll tell them, but yeah, it's not just a straight up, oh, hey boy.
Right.
Just keep walking like, nah.
I think it's the pronouns. They be getting the pronouns wrong. You know what I'm saying? You're so cute instead of saying he's so cute to us. Like that's how that should go and shit. My mom.
If you want somebody to compliment you, you want to be totally cute. You know what?
didn't
Look,
even-
you
you didn't
thought I
even
was
get
gonna
it.
let you slide. Oh no,
You didn't even get it.
not today.
You didn't even.
the dog is cute. But speaking to the owner, not
You missed it.
You want them to say you're cute or the dog's
the
cute?
dog, but to him, not to the dog.
Telling you, oh, okay. I thought you wanted to be called
Martini.
cute too. I was
The
about to say, oh shit, damn, Dion.
Martini. Martini, how you missed that one?
I do that sometimes with text
I
messages
started
too.
off
I
with
be like, did this
pronouns.
motherfucker just
Right.
say? And Stephanie be like, no, I think he was saying. I'm like, oh. Yes, I'm
like,
hungry.
wait,
What
you
time
said
you want to
that?
go eat?
I was like, why you respond like that?
This Negro right here.
So yeah, just going back to the justice system and fairness. No, I don't. I don't see it
agree.
anytime soon.
Right.
I
If-
think it would need
Yeah.
a complete transformation in order for it to be more fair.
I'll say this. I think it's fair for people with a lot of money, no matter what color you are. For you get a long run at it. You don't last forever, but you get a long run at that shit though. The better lawyer you got, the better.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I mean, just
Like,
gives you access to
Yeah.
gives you access to more shit.
My bad, man. I mean,
Right.
uh,
status and stuff and all
No,
that does
right?
'Cause
come
lawyers
with
are expensive as
access to
hell.
more things.
Yeah.
Not even just that, but a certain respect comes with it. A certain,
But-
if somebody,
Yeah, people treat people with money differently.
you were saying that the other day. Yeah.
even the justice system. Yeah.
Yes.
As long as you got enough money to come through this motherfucker clean, we got you. But if you need a court appointed,
Damn.
you're going to jail, buddy.
Are you going to jail, but
I'm saying OJ Black, he got off. A lot of people think he did it. I don't, but I'm saying a lot of people do.
you don't? I can't believe they had Cuba Gooding do that.
Am I?
movie.
Oh, for the Netflix joint.
We can.
It was
Did
funny.
you see the hair raising off the back of his neck the whole time? The wig.
Nah.
Yeah, bro, that was raggedy.
Okay, so I feel like this has kind of been an ongoing debate between men and women, and I want to know what y'all think. Who's more emotional, men or women?
Come on, man.
When y'all pull this one out? Oh, okay.
Say something, Steph. You know
Yeah,
what our
go
answer
ahead.
is.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm posing the question.
I think women are more emotional.
I concur.
Why?
100%.
I think your emotions are more volatile. Well, maybe you're not more emotional. I think your emotions you're a lot more volatile though with your emotions, like your response to things, how you respond to things, that state of mind you're in after you respond to things. This is a lot more volatile. You have more triggers. You're more sensitive.
Y'all definitely have more triggers.
For sure.
For sure. More triggers. Everything is a trigger. The toilet seat was up.
How is that not bad?
See what I'm saying? See how emotional you got over the toilet seat? You see
You
that?
can't take in every inflection of our voice and
But I'm
be like,
saying, do you see? Do you see? What?
Yes, I'm more emotional.
every single inflection of our voice.
That's
you
what
can't take and
emotions
be like,
is.
That's what it makes you more emotional.
That's what emotions
I'm
is.
not more
more emotional.
So-
You guys do more stupid.
You just got emotional over the toilet seat.
Because
an
you
imaginary
know not
one
to do
that wasn't
that.
even up.
Hypothetical.
That's the principle.
You could have had the one in your head down, but no, you thought about it up and immediately got fucked up over
Are you
it.
getting mad if the toilet seat's up and you told him 1,000 times?
I don't like that. But then again,
I don't like that.
They wouldn't understand because they don't fall in.
I
So
don't
if you
even-
fell in,
Hold up, motherfucking question right there, yo.
so if you
Why
fell
don't you
in
look before you
then
sit on the
why
toilet?
Niggas
would-
back up into the toilet.
Sometimes
Do y'all back up into the toilet?
Sometimes we gotta go to the bathroom real bad, and if we gotta go to the bathroom real bad, we go in the bathroom. Hurry up.
But you-
and then it's like, oh shit! But you still a rim.
But
Do
you
you
act
back
like
up
it's like
into
a
the
whole
toilet,
ordeal
though,
to
is what
put
I'm
the toilet
saying.
seat down. You just
Gotta
flip the
be under
motherfucker.
control. You gotta
But if
control
you
that
don't
thing going
recognize,
down.
if you don't recognize it that it's up,
go down slow. No,
right? I don't
with
want to.
y'all. If y'all in the house, I'm
Bro,
not
that's the
gonna
laziest shit I ever heard in my life, bro.
It's
That's the
not.
laziest shit
not.
I've ever heard in my fucking life. But how about this? How about this?
Why is
How
it so
about
hard to
how about
just
this
put
is
it back
just not
down?
an exchange though? When we go in, if it's down, we lift it up to use it. So when y'all go in and it's up, put it down to use it. It's an exchange. Everybody has a task.
But the toilet does not.
If you
go.
happen to go in there one time and a brother happen to leave it down for you, boom, kudos to me. But I do not
think it's-
want to be chastised for a motherfucking toilet seat being
So
up. yo.
just put it down.
Fell in it.
If it's that simple, if it's that simple, why not just put it
You
down?
fall in. No, please tell me how you fall in. Do you back into that
fall
motherfucker?
in.
Do you go in the
You
reverse?
fall in if you don't realize
You turn
that it's
around,
up.
you're not
you
looking.
fall
So
in.
what do you do?
All one
So
motion.
y'all go in the
It's like-
bathroom, you turn on the light, you turn around backwards, and then you just start backing up.
No, we're already there. I pull them down, turn
And then you
around,
sit down
sit.
and hope you get lucky.
I mean, I don't know if you necessarily walk up the way you do turn around.
You do
walk
turn
around
around,
and
All right.
and pull your
All right.
pants down and sit.
You
All
do
right.
kind of back up, to be
All
honest
right.
with you.
I'm
Yeah.
I don't
You
look
never
at the
sat on the
toilet.
toilet
Did you hear
before?
that? Did you hear that? They start in the bathroom backwards, bro. That's what they're
No,
trying
we
to tell
don't.
us.
Who started in the bathroom?
So if you start in
backwards? I turn
forwards,
around
then
after
your
the toilet.
eye is on the prize, right? Oh shit, the toilet is
Right?
is-
When did that become a thing like
Because
that, bro?
sometimes it's dark. You going in the middle of the night. Like, so if you leave it up in the middle of the night, I'm tired, I'm sleepy, I just need to use the bathroom and be done. If I fall in
The
the toilet
should be closed
because
up when you leave it. And that's
because
safe
you
for
forgot
me.
to put it down, like it's like you're making it seem like I don't want to have to be like, oh
the toilet
shit.
should be closed up. Like the whole thing should be.
No, not.
I mean,
So
I
you
would
still
like
have to do something.
No,
with
I'm
it,
not
right?
talking about that.
Right.
you only want one layer.
No,
You only want one layer.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
You want one layer. She's want one layer.
That's what
Just,
she's
I only
saying.
want
No,
one
no,
layer.
no.
Lift the. I don't want to lift up the whole.
That's what she's saying, though.
You want the toilet all exposed and opened up like that? Like, put
Yeah.
the
I
clothes
don't.
Yeah.
But you still
I
gotta
don't
do
care about
something.
lifting it up or lifting up the. It's not even about just.
You don't want to put it down. You rather just lift
Yes,
it up.
I don't care if my toilet is exposed. That's why I clean
Put
it.
it down.
So how come you don't common courtesy lift it up for us?
No.
Because I think it just
you
goes
don't
with
have-
that.
Look at that.
It's about chivalry,
Look at
right?
that.
Chivalry.
You guys are negating
We
the
gotta walk
fact
on
that it's
outside of
about
it.
falling in. You don't have to fall in.
And we're saying you shouldn't
That
fall
is
in.
untrue.
You don't want piss.
Yeah, exactly.
You're not
but-
7. You're not 7 years
But I'm
old.
not
that is-
falling.
that
But you're
is
still not
untrue.
falling in.
No,
And
no, no,
you're
no.
right. I don't want
Okay.
piss on the toilet.
Steph.
So how come you don't just aim in the toilet?
Steph,
so
what
you
I,
ain't gotta
no,
pick
but
up
that's
the
not
seat?
true. Men don't have to worry about not falling in. We shit too,
It splashes sometimes, nigga.
and we make
It
sure
ain't about
it's either
aiming
up or
not
down or
aiming.
where
It's
it needs to be when it's
Especially
time
if
to
you
do that.
shallow
If you
toilets.
guys
Some people got
aren't
shallow
around,
toilets.
The toilet seat's never up. Y'all not around. The toilet seat's never up. Like for somebody, take for example, if we go on a more serious note, somebody like me who hasn't lived with a man in 5 years or more, I'm not used to a toilet seat being up. So innately, when I start living with a guy, I'm still not going. I'm used to not having to put the toilet seat down in order to use the restroom. So yes, I probably will yell at him if I fall in the toilet a couple of times because I didn't put the toilet seat down because it's usually down. Now, after a while, if we come up to an agreement that you'll Put
You know
it
what the
down after
agreement
you're
is?
Agreement
done.
about the toilet.
You know what
And
the
you-
agreement is?
I don't want to fall in.
Agreement about the toilet,
Look
bro.
at the fucking toilet before you use it.
No.
That's the agreement.
How were you
It-
raised?
Now,
coming
I
How were
from-
you taught?
I was
Were you
with
taught
you
to
on
put
the whole
toilet seat
habit
down?
part. Yes, if
when
it's
I
a
grew up,
habit
it
for
was
it to
two
be
men in the
down, I
household and
get
one
it.
woman, and we
But
had
the
two bathrooms,
inability
so no.
to just be like,
I didn't have
yo,
to do
it's
that.
See,
up when I
got
go in
lucky
and use it.
because the guy I lived with,
Because y'all do get
never
mad at that shit.
left
I'm
the toilet
asking, how
seat
were you
up.
raised? However you were raised is, I guess, how it should
Probably.
be. Were you raised to put the toilet seat down, Dion? Absolutely, right?
I'm sorry, say that again.
It's always down.
No, it's not.
Yeah, to me.
Every time I've walked in his bathroom, the toilet seat has been down. I've
Okay, you
never-
got lucky.
I
Look at
know.
you.
Well, I don't know if I got
Right,
lucky.
you got lucky. Look at you.
Every time
You're
I go to the
childish.
bathroom-
You're
No,
childish.
that was the last time I was in there.
Dion, I've been going to your house for 10 years. It's never been up for me.
What does that
I'm
have
just
to
saying,
do?
You're
That
courteous.
you're courteous.
That's amazing.
I did
You're
not.
fighting a fight.
No,
That's-
I'm not.
we
What I'm
love
trying to
that.
say
No, I'm
is
not. You
that
don't
there
wanna be
was
amazing.
nothing
God,
courteous
hey,
about
gotta
that
get rid of
shit.
this.
Saying he
It
didn't
is.
knowingly do that is what he's
Right,
saying.
I didn't
But
be
it's
like,
nice
yo,
that you do.
Steph's comes on, I'm about to put the toilet seat down. No, like Third said, I probably just got through shitting. Not immediately.
No shit,
but
booty.
for 10 years.
that was
Every
the
time
last
I've gone to
one.
your house.
Toilet seat down?
That was the last one.
I mean, niggas shit every day, B.
No,
I'm just saying.
twice a day, don't
I'm
we?
just saying.
I thought.
They say you
More than
supposed
that,
to.
but don't.
Yeah. Morning and night.
Then what y'all
Morning
leaving
and
the
night.
toilet seat up for then?
You're happy about it. I don't want to talk about poop.
Okay, so who's more emotional, Steph?
What?
Men.
They just fucking proved it with
Men.
the toilet.
Man,
You can't sit there and say you've been hype about this.
why-
Everybody,
Give,
Why are
tell
men
us
more
why.
everybody in the room been hyped,
Tell us
bro.
why.
hilarious.
Tell us why.
Why?
Yeah. Give me something
Because-
ridiculous as a toilet seat.
I didn't even bring that up.
No, I said give me something as ridiculous. I'm waiting so I can defend it.
Y'all get mad at everything. Everything. Oh my God.
Like, how do we attack everything?
Anger is one emotion.
And it seems that that's like always brewing with you guys.
Because
With
those
men.
need more releases, man. They got to figure out. You know what
I
I'm saying?
agree. I agree. And I feel like that is what makes them more emotional with everything. Now, when y'all get hype, when niggas get happy, I mean, dudes, bros, brothers, when the brothers get happy, I mean, it's like jumping around, like, I mean, you just look at guys in concerts. Look at, oh my God.
That's
like,
not a good example.
you mean?
It is.
To get mad?
Because men and women be raving crazy. So
Look at mosh pits.
yeah, because y'all gonna get knocked the fuck around in there.
We
Get out of
ain't
there.
going in there, but that's still emotion. So
Get
what
out of
I'm
there,
saying
girl.
is, you guys' emotions are just like,
You feel like they're
I
heightened.
just feel like they're way stronger than ours. Now, I will say that I feel like we get upset at more things.
Yes.
Yes.
But I feel like as far as being emotional, I mean, and I just even think in my life, the men I've dealt with, no. Because the same things can trigger you guys and you guys just constantly, and I feel like,
I
feel
think
like a
our
lot of times,
emotional
like,
peaks
You
balance us out.
Yeah.
Because
You can't have.
when we
two.
go off, we go, bro. We
yeah,
gone.
but
It's out of there.
that's the difference between men and women.
I'm
They
wrecking shit.
can't match or mad,
Right.
But on the daily, the weekly, especially the monthly, it's
Now.
It's all over the damn place.
How
Ours
you do-
is
how we get- he
ours
said the
is
daily, the
real
weekly,
cool.
and
Then,
the
oh
monthly.
shit, I'm mad as fuck. Then okay, I'm cool. Then, you know, they're just more volatile.
but I
man.
disagree. We get mad at everything. What's everything? Give me one thing.
Yeah, I don't get mad at
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
I
Like
just feel like more often than not, you're brewing. Now, maybe not you specifically, but like I was just saying, and you said this was a bad example, but I was just at the Rams game, and I mean, it was like, it seemed like dudes was just ready. There was almost a brawl in front of me, like right in front of me. I got it on camera. I put it on Instagram if y'all didn't see. But it was like the women that were trying to stop. Like, hey, you gotta chill. And he, like, the dudes are just hype. Like, I can't tell you how many times we've seen just a 2-person fight between men turn into a freaking brawl. It's like, I feel like
Don't count.
men are ready to snap at any point in time. I mean, it used to be just from a look. Like,
Yeah.
and they're gonna look at me wrong. So boom, 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 boom. Like, huh? Come on, let's not do that.
Hey, look, now
Let's
hold
not
up.
do that. As far as
being-
the amount of fighting that goes from a look, that is something that he mad.
I don't know. A
dog,
football game is a
like-
high testosterone
Yeah.
environment. And we shouldn't talk. We should. That
People
don't
are
count.
drunk. People are drunk.
I mean,
It's
That's
bad.
not- that's different,
We're literally
though.
going there to watch
That's
people get
different.
You
smacked in the
can't
mouth.
give
Like that's
excuses in
and we're
that.
Come
drinking.
on, man. That's,
And it's
can't
team
give
pride involved. Like
That's not what
can't
it
give
is.
Excuses.
And you
this
using-
is just part of the being emotional that I'm talking
you
about.
using the women as
I ain't
being
never got
the
no fight in football.
peacemakers in that shit as
They
well.
were.
Y'all
They-
not emotional
They
in
were
that.
in that. In that
Y'all probably the
instance.
reason why the fight started in the first place.
half the time.
No, it wasn't.
What?
It wasn't. He
Yeah.
said something
No,
to
it's
old boy when
because
he was
you
walking by.
did
And y'all be
in front
egging
of
that
him.
shit on too.
I think he didn't move
What?
his feet
Not in the
close
football
enough.
case,
Like,
but other cases,
come on.
women egg that shit on. Go ahead, big dog.
Hey, remember that one episode where it has the Pittsburgh Steelers fight? What was the cause of that fight?
Oh,
woman
woman.
slapped a guy.
A woman, boom.
Right.
Why did it turn
Sustained.
into a whole brawl though?
Kenny's point was that the women stopped. It's because of a woman, or DC said that.
Well, that was just one occasion, but all
I'm
these
sure it's
football
been a few
fights-
occasions like
That's
that.
just
all
the
these
one-
football-
it's just the
y'all
one
cannot
that we
sit here and
caught.
tell me all these fights at sports events are over women. Like
Absolutely.
every
No,
fight.
no.
I'm sure
No.
it's highly unlikely.
That might be it, but that's not our fault.
not what we're
It's your
doing
ego
to you,
and your
like-
emotions.
Y'all be egging that shit on.
Yeah, if y'all wasn't there.
Y'all be wanting to know if your dude really got it or not.
Y'all would still fight.
I want my nigga fight.
If we wasn't there,
Now, if
y'all
somebody
would still fight.
disrespect me,
Probably
then
wouldn't want to
that's
fight
different.
as
Fight.
bad
Yeah.
though,
Right there.
because
Yeah,
you don't
if
want to
he
look
somebody
like no
disrespect
punk
me,
in
but
front of
other
your
than that,
chick.
you don't have to. Don't do anything.
I'm just saying, you guys, I think filter your emotions to not show the ones that you really are feeling, and it comes out into either anger or just extreme emotion from different spectrums.
You know what? I'll give you that one.
We do brush up the
I'll
smaller
give you
shit
that one like a
that
motherfucker.
y'all take head on. I will
I'll
say
give
that
you
for
that
sure.
one for sure. Absolutely.
Okay,
We have been conditioned to not be able to express any type of emotion other than a manly one, for sure. Crying is you a bitch. Like, so we can't do it. It's against the
But when we
rules
do
for
see a
man.
guy cry, it's like the most like
Yeah.
Intense
ugly
thing.
cry ever
Okay, so
because
that's
it's like
crazy.
you know.
Damn,
not-
I thought my cry was
That's
pretty
great.
graceful.
not ugly as in
No, I ain't worried about
like
that.
I'm talking about as intense. You know how the harder the
Ugly
cry,
face.
the uglier the
Yeah.
face. You know, like it's just like you see veins bulging on the sides of their head. It's like they're about to pop. You know, so
So it's a slippery
it's
slope
like I don't
thing.
ever see a dude just sitting in the tear just.
No, that's happening. You ain't seen Glory?
Yeah.
I don't see that from women either.
You don't?
Hysterical.
Oh yeah.
Back and just one
Yeah.
drop.
Hysterical.
Not one,
Y'all be
but yeah.
hysterical.
Yeah.
Movie, yeah.
No, no.
I've cried like that before, just like,
I've done that.
but just be.
So
Haven't you
women,
just have you ever just sat and like had a couple tears come down when you were upset, or is every cry like
No, there's some where I'm holding it back.
yeah
Yeah.
but I don't see that with guys just sit there and like a
All
tear
right,
come
next
down.
done that
I
before.
feel like,
Next time I cry from joy, I'm gonna call you.
okay,
Because it ain't all like that, and I'm not even saying like I be
Y'all-
crying all the time because I don't. But yeah, there are definitely joyful cries. Mm-hmm. It ain't just all
I
what
think women
like nah.
y'all put
I'm
y'all
upset.
emotions
That's
more
an
on
upset cry.
display. That's what it is. Y'all emotions are more on display than ours.
That post whooping cry.
Anger is the only one that we usually typically put on display, is what you're saying, as opposed to
readily, yeah.
right.
Yeah.
So y'all put on all of them. We see y'all angry. We see y'all
Happy?
upset, happy, emotional.
We're more.
Excited.
We express
Disgusted.
all of
Controlling.
our emotions. Express all of them. Yes.
What are
But I
you
guess-
most?
So are
Martini?
women more emotional though?
Yeah, I believe we are.
What are you most?
see
What
we
am I most
disagree. I'm just
Barely.
gonna put that out there.
Barely.
Ain't no barely. They said we never disagree,
Barely.
so I'm just pointing that out.
What's your question?
No, I said, what are you most, you think? Happy?
I be irritated a lot.
Huh?
I said I be irritated a lot. No, I think, yeah. I don't know what I am more of. I think I could work on being happier. I do let small shit get to me for sure. So I even read a book called "Don't Sweat the Small Stuff."
That's
And
dope.
it helped. I probably need to brush up, but you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it was good. But yes, like definitely more on the edge.
Me too, though.
I'm edgy.
Me too.
You know, it'd be, yeah.
That's what I've been lately. Like the last
Mm-hmm.
few years, that's what I've been more anxious.
Yeah.
That's been my
Yeah, that's
emotion.
going around, big dog.
Yeah, we've
That's
got to
been my
work to stay
emotion.
in a healthy mental space, I think. You know, that shouldn't
Yeah.
be disregarded. Like, I'm like, dude, I got to work on it.
I think I struggle with living in the moment. I be like, what am I doing next? Like, I'm always focused
Oh,
on
you on
like,
the freeway.
never
That's
just
it.
in it.
You
I'm
on that
always
freeway.
focused on
Fast lane, everything.
Remember, I said that Thursday.
yeah, I be like, what more can I do
Yeah.
to make something that's going on better, or what new project can I start? Like,
Woof.
I'm always there.
That's
It's
a
a
quick way to burn out, though, honey.
absolutely.
Yeah, park that shit.
I burn out often.
So
All right.
we can't be
knocked
only
out
more
sleep.
emotional because we be getting angry all the time.
It's just more intense. You guys are more intense. Okay. See, because me, like, you know, even like, I'm not the type of woman to lash out like at a nigga either. I might be like annoyed or whatever, but I'm not going to walk up and smack the shit out of you or like break something. I'm not doing that. You know, like, and even in times when I feel like I probably should have been like reacted more than I did, you know, like when niggas did like crazy things, I'm just like, I'm like, you know, like I'm not this crazy person who's gonna like lash out. So it also depends on who you're talking about. Then you got women like Left Eye who like set their niggas, you know what I'm saying? What she do? Set her niggas car on fire?
That's
like
emotional.
it's like there's a house. Okay, yeah. So it's like
That's
that's why I
emotional.
asked. I was like, what was it? Like, yeah, so but yeah, definitely more edgy and more emotional as a
Yeah.
woman. Yeah.
Case by case basis.
Yeah, because I'm
You know?
very similar in that I haven't had the like rage, you
Yeah,
know,
we're not like
or whatnot from getting upset. Like I haven't experienced where I've just gone out and just done some old crazy shit. Like when I've been mad at someone, you know, like I don't know if I push it down, but I just try to let it go and move on. I try.
Does that always work?
Most of the time, yeah. Most of the time,
Who
I don't really hold on to stuff like that.
do you feel like you've won, like, or do you feel like you're being the better person by not expressing like yourself? Or
It's not that. It's that I find different ways to cope
okay.
with my frustration.
So you doing like a man then, like you said we do.
Stephanie's very controlled, like, and very. I admire that. I'd be like, oh, I'm gonna get to that, but
I used
one
to-
day, but I'm not, dude.
I
And we
used to like if
discussed
I
it,
got
yeah.
really upset, I used to drive and like scream at the top of my lungs
Oh,
if I got really upset.
yeah.
But I made sure like I was away from people. I wasn't like, you know, but I just needed a physical release, so I would just drive
Yeah.
and just keep driving and then like scream at the
Did
top
it
of my
work?
Right.
lungs. Yes.
No.
Yeah.
And like you said, women need outlets too, you know, like with us, like even like when I go work out and stuff, like that's like a huge thing for me. I be feeling like if I don't for a while, I have an attitude for sure. Like if I don't have some type of way to release my emotions. But yeah, dude, Stephanie's
also will
definitely
leave.
more controlled.
Situation.
Huh?
I will also leave the situation.
Yeah,
Like,
absolutely.
So
I be feeling like I'm doing them a favor. Like you need to know like how I'm feeling or that I'm hurting right now. Or like I want you to know that, to feel that, you know? So sometimes walking away is like, I'm making it too easy on you.
okay, so anybody got a gem of the day before we close out?
I don't. I exalted mine
about that.
last week.
I'll just use myself. What I said, find different ways to cope with your anger that don't involve other people or hurting other people. Because, although it may feel good temporarily to lash out, the long-term effects really do, cause bigger problems.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll just say, find different ways to cope.
Facts.
Agreed.
And
With
put the toilet seat down, bro. Otherwise, some type of problems.
Not y'all wanting it to be a fair exchange.
Why would you ever want a fair exchange? I mean, Jesus.
No, but I just feel like
We know how you feel.
We'll
we
get
know.
into
We
it.
know.
We'll get
We'll
into
talk
it
about it
next
again.
time.
anyway.
All right, y'all. Like, subscribe, comment.
Fair
Let us know
exist.
what you think. If you like this episode, give us a thumbs up. You can hit us up 213-441-2112 and let us know what's on your mind. Leave us a text message, voicemail, whatever you want. Maybe one of us will answer and chop it up with you.
Yep.
But yeah, if you like this episode, I can't wait to see you guys next time. Okay. Bye.
Yes, sir.